Hello, Aquarius. How are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel to pick up these messages. If you're new, welcome. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, and I am here to speak to you in conjunction with the set of spirit guides that I work with. So let's jump right into it. This coming month is a fulcrum month. It's furthering, my guides, they talk about physics a lot, so they're talking again about the way the fulcrum, when you're trying to move a giant rock and you put a stick or a board under it and you lift it and you lift it and you lift it. That's the place where we're at. So we're going to jump into this. This is one of my guides are calling it the primary oracle cards that they want to speak with you about. All the links that you need to get in touch with me are below. And I am going to extend the special pricing, COVID-19 pricing on my readings. It's $40. You can come and get a 30-minute reading. And I think after this, probably I'm really going to start bumping it back up to its regular price, which is $50. So come get it now while it's cheap. I encourage everybody, if you've been waiting, go for it. There are links below to the astrology of the moment. It's very intense. And by the way, happy new moon today, the 20th. We are moving forward deeper into the flow of both the deconstruction and the reconstruction. And Aquarius, as you all know, when Pluto moves out of Capricorn, it's moving into Aquarius. And so this is the place that we're flowing into. So your reading this month has a lot of water in it. And last month, if you haven't seen your reading, I'm going to put a link below. Go look at it. It was an amazing month, all about the way your ship has come in. Amazing energy in your love sector. So you are flowing deeper into this energy. And in a sense, what my guides are showing me is, your energy now begins to creep up. My guides are talking about, after a forest fire, when everything burns away, the structure is gone and something new comes forward. And eventually you see the little seeds start to come up. That's the image that I'm getting in my mind. So there you are, working with the energy. Please look at the astrology this month. Check the links below so that you will understand exactly what my guides are talking about. It's a momentous shift and change that's coming forward. You are going to be seeing it in your own life. So I like that. And then the very next oracle card, in terms of the flow, look at that. Frog. I love it. That is about the flow. That's about using the water element. And we are having this new moon today in the sign of Cancer. It's going to still be a bumpy road. We're all all of us, my guides are saying, all of us, meaning, all the tarot readers and all of the astrology folks, we all know 2020 is a year of massive shift and change. That's coming forward. For you, Aquarius, this is about cleansing and purifying your being and using the rain, like the way the rain flows, thank you, Spirit, flows from the heavens. That's what my guides are talking about in this month of August 2020. So I like the way this is coming forward for you. And look, from the journey of love, we already know that you're having an eruption of light. In some sector, my guides are saying, of your love life, your loving life, might be with family members, co-workers, groups of people. There are a lot of groups of people coming together now because I'm here in the U.S. because of everything that's going on here. And this is how your energy is being utilized, and it's showing up in every sector of your life. An eruption of light, because Aquarius, that's what you are in this moment. You are the eruption of light that's coming across this planet when the world turns into January 2021. Something very new is coming forward, and it's coming from inside of all of us, and for you, that's how it unfolds. So, first card out from the Celtic Wisdom Tarot, the Sun. No questions, right? There is an eruption of light. This is the theme of the reading. Do you see that person has been through a lot, and they are tattooed, in a sense, with a new way of being. Look at the abundance there. And it's ancient wisdom. This in this deck is called the Protector of Lore. And we're talking about ancient lore. Very fabulous. So last month we talked a lot about your love life and what's happening in your life. It was an extremely powerful reading. So this month the theme of the reading is, yes, how does this eruption of light take place for you in this place, meaning here on this earth? So that's the energy that represents you. And that's the Fool card, a brand new beginning, a 0 point. And there's nothing more fabulous ever than a 0 point moment. So in this depiction of the Fool card, we see this person who is having some sacred dreaming, having the type of dream that happens when you incarnate into a human life and you slumber a little bit. You don't remember yourself on a sacred level. And so something happens and we all go through the portal. It looks like a death and rebirth process. You see the Kundalini energy rising and your soul steps out on its new journey. And it's walking into the sacred bowl of abundance and spiritual knowledge and wisdom and healing. And the triple spiral of destiny is what is guiding you. My guides are saying that's your North Star in these moments. So that's what this reading's going to be about. This eruption of light in your life and the way it brings forward this new soul journey. And it is deeper into the aspects of love. Those of you who are involved in a very intense love relationship, some of you have met your quantum partner, some of you are going to be meeting your quantum partner. There is still work to be done. It's not going to all be, my guides are saying honey and roses, but don't worry about it because the prediction is there. So when we talk about the flow and the water element in your life, look at that. On this day of the new moon in Cancer, the woman of art, whose destiny was to turn into a river. And along that river formed all the sacred passage tombs and many of the other sacred sites in the Boyne Valley. She turned into the River Boyne. So there's a long mythology about this, but basically you see she holds her abundance in her hand and the sun is coming up. I'm very excited for you, Aquarius. So following that is the King of Swords. So what the message is coming forward is about the way the flow is happening, the way is the power and the beneficence of the sun, the abundance of the sun card is coming forward. Because on this last full moon that we just had, some great healing took place for you and you got your power back. That's the story of this card in this deck. So you're very closely tied, your destiny is tied to the cycles of the moon. I think it's true for all of us on Earth at this point because of everything that's going on. So as you flow into this eruption of light in your life, this is so exciting to me. Wow. You're going to be flowing. So the indication of flow is here twice. So what we're talking about is a progression that's going to be unfolding, continuing to unfold. That's the pathway, the river of light. Thank you, Spirit. The river of light that you are going to be flowing into with love energy takes another step forward on this day. And the flow of the Cancer element is, and I talked about this I think last month, because you're an air sign and we have an air sign in the North Node. These are all the indications about your progress and how it is you're going to make the steps, take the steps. Okay, my guides are talking about understanding and intuiting and all kinds of words like that. The steps that are meant to be taken so that you flow into your destiny that's coming forward as we turn the year, they're saying. So this is the month of August, okay, and they are saying basically allow yourself to flow into this healing. You're going to, because your energy is moving and literally flowing into the aspect of the sun, through the utilization of love energy in the atmosphere, because we have beautiful Gemini in the North Node. This is how you're going to experience it. So when you think about your experiences, put it all in those kinds of contexts and understand that you're going to come into an enormous amount of clarity about this. If you've been confused and you've been having challenges, as we all have, you're going to come into your clarity now. And you're flowing into the movement of love energy in your life, and you're going to come out of the dark and you're going to get your clarity. Because look at that, the very next card, that's the Nine of Cups. This woman is a sacred seer. It was her job to foretell those ancestors, the sacred lineage of King Lu, who in this deck is the King of Cups. That's where your energy's going. This is the way you flow through the month of August. You're going to feel this internally. It's going to take it's going to take you through a big turn, my guides are saying. And, look at the astrology. I don't want to go into it right now because it's a lot that's packed in. So please go below the video and click on one of those two videos. I would suggest if you have a few minutes and you're sitting around, click them both because interesting perspectives coming out of each one of them. So your, wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups, you are fulfilled in and of yourself, and that is what it takes in order to be in a stable, like I just said, glorious love relationship the way that some of you are experiencing. Okay, my guys are saying, hang on one sec, sorry. All right, so they're saying two things. They're saying experienced at and experiencing. Some of you, it's a new thing. And you've been through your battles, haven't you? And you're coming into clarity because you're flowing back into your own energy now for this new, very new soul journey. And look, here's the card that ties your human life to what's going on a soul level for you in your life as you and in your life as someone's partner. It might be with your kids. Again, think widely. All right, look into your own life and understand how this applies to you, especially if you're single and you're not engaged in a love relationship with somebody else. These aspects are still correct for you. My guys are talking about the way you dedicate yourself, things like that, social causes. So the Perfecter of Energy, that's the World card. So there's an ending and a new beginning happening for you this month, in the month of August. And you are going to flow right into this energy. And again, this speaks about, just see what's happening here at the root chakra. So there's the triple spiral again. There's an awakening happening. A Kundalini awakening, second time in this reading. See the triple spiral? Look at the coloration of the card. And we see the swastikas. It's a very ancient symbol. People, historians say 12 to 13,000 years old or more. And it indicates the sacred turning of an intense amount of spiritual power. So you're going to have an awakening. That's what's happening this month. That's the place that you're flowing into once you get this clarity and you're standing fully in yourself with your wish fulfillment and destiny. There's some destiny. The lineage of an Aquarius in these days, given the astrology. So make sure you inform yourself so you understand the fullness. It affects you as a human being, as a soul entity. Here, like I just said, here for this ride. So look, that's the first card on the soul line of my readings. So when we talk about what you're flowing into and this awakening, there it is. Look at you. The Counselor of Truth. That's the Sacred Hermit. Having flown in, flowing into your destiny as a wisdom holder. Someone who can look deep. Go deep inside in order to find the wisdom that is in there, perhaps in the hidden places. Total clarity coming forward for you. And a maturity, a type of maturity that has everything to do with sacred vision. That's what we're really ultimately, on some level, that's what we're really talking about. Okay? Sacred vision in all of these ways. The Counselor of Truth, the Hermit, the person who in the ancient days lived apart a little bit from the tribe or the village, sequestering themselves in order to be in touch with the spirit guides. People would go to them for advice. And believe me, Aquarius, the world is looking at you. The fates, the guides, the ascended masters, they know the place into which we are all flowing, and it's into your energy. So when you see the effect of this on you spiritually and in your life, and you come into the full blossoming, the full light of the sun, of this cleansing, this flow, working with the flow of the energy. You can't, my guides are saying, it can't be overstated. Look, you see what you're doing, Aquarius? Wow. Really mystical. That's what the guides are spinning up for you. And, you know, depending on what you believe, you came here for that. So look. That is the Eight of Wands. Love, passion, ascension through a love connection, the ability to utilize the energy of fire to ascend into your destiny. See? Total clarity about that destiny. I can make it show. There we go. It's really astonishing. It's another, twice in a row now, an unbelievable array of cards coming out about your destiny. Remember that? You see that sacred bowl? There it is. Oof, I'm getting a chill. Aquarius, you have a particular soul mission, and it's going to show up. You're going to feel it emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, all the ways in which you do. The way you feel yourself and understand yourself in your life, and clearly this has everything to do with you and your partner. So that's the Justice card. The sacred cauldron of the great Dagda. Afloat in the universe with the sacred triple saints. The sons of Saint Brigid, the triple goddess, sitting on this nest of elder flowers that have been used for centuries for healing. So I think I said it last month. Now that I'm talking about it again, go buy some elderflower tea. Have some, drink it. So when this card comes up, here's how it sits on the table. See that? Destiny coming forward, wish fulfillment. In the full light of the sun, there's going to be nothing hidden about this process at all. When this comes forward and this energy moves into its fruition, the way in which you will see it reflected, your soul being connected to your human life, you're really going to start feeling it. That's part of what you're flowing into in the successive, 5 months now until we turn the corner into 2021. This is about a massive type of healing, but it is about your soul. So you are finishing a circuit. This is about the triple spiral of a soul's destiny, bringing you into a place of compassion for the entire universe and all the things that are happening and all the people and all the uprising, and just coming to a place of intense amount of wisdom and the ability to be having ascension experiences with a loved one. But also this is about you and your soul destiny. This couple had some troubles being together. They finally overcame them through a lot of work and some mystical shift and change, and they grasped each other, ran to the chimney. They were in a banquet hall, stepped into the chimney, rose through the smoke hole, turned into swans, and flew away. And swans mate for life. So some of you very clearly, especially when I think about it in terms of last month, you're going through this. And so the tripartite cycle of your soul is being made free. You're finishing some part of your soul destiny, Aquarius. And of course you are, because when Pluto moves out of Capricorn and moves into Aquarius, the entire earth changes and all of our destiny takes a giant leap forward. You came here, a spirit being, in whatever way you understand that, in order to volunteer your energy for this shift and change. Look at you. Look at you, beautiful Aquarius. Look at you. You see that? Wow. So, of course, when you're an enlightened enough being, to be able to have this type of a journey, then it comes upon you, and you're here in your human life, you're going to see it reflected. So as an outcome, I love this. Thank you, Spirit, so much. This is the first reading I'm putting out for the month of August, and I was asking my guides, well, what do you want? I always ask them, well, what do you want to do? And they kept saying, do Aquarius first. And I'm not surprised now that I see the cards come out. Look at that. Ooh, 5 of Wands. Passionate, fighting, arguing, bickering, bringing things into their correct station. So it might be that you are going to be having some internal process. You may be having some adjustment. If you just met your quantum partner, it just wrecks your life for a minute until you get your arms around it. And anybody who's been through it will attest to that. You'll know. This also, I think, has to do with today's the new moon. And my guides are just saying, look, we are talking about using your element to move love energy forward. So this is a fairy tale. That woman is the goddess of sovereignty, and she awaits her sacred partner. That's what the story is about. And people come to her and ask her for the water. It's a euphemistic fairy tale. So she's in disguise. The people who approach her and ask for some of her love energy, her life energy, the water that she controls, because they ran out of water, now they need what she has to give. And Aquarius, you are the water bearer. And she always says yes. Of course, I'm going to share my abundance with you. But what she has the capacity to do is to kind of look right into people and just calmly sit in her place and wait for them to actually show up. So she requires a kiss, and she's disguised as a hag covered with warts, and only the wisest mate, her actual mate, is able to understand that what is being given is of high value. And that person says, of course I'm going to give you a kiss. That's all you want from me? Is just some love energy in exchange? And gives her a kiss with love and dignity and respect. And then she reveals herself. And they get married. That young man becomes the king. And they are the sacred sovereigns of the land. So there is a great adventure going on. So if you have met your quantum partner, or if you are with someone who's your life partner and you're having some challenges right now, look deeply into each other. Be respectful. Be incredibly loving. Honor that person for the gifts that they bring to you. And today, again, go look at the astrology, okay? There's just because we're in choppy waters still. And there's a lot of squaring going on, and there's just all kinds of things. Mars is direct, Venus is direct, Mercury is direct. Mercury's coming into a square. There's a lot. No, I think it's Mars with Eris. So just go look, all right? Just don't be surprised if you have some challenges that you have to overcome. And if your partner is challenging you, or if you are challenging your partner, it is the appropriate thing to do in order to bring the clarity so that the story can evolve into its destiny. Okay? So, actually, speaking of destiny, there's the next card. So they came out together. They fell out onto the table. So that is the card for destiny. The woman of skill. You're holding the spool of destiny in your hand. You may be challenging your partner, and they might be challenging you. Stand strong. Show up. My guides are saying that's all we have to say. Show up. Because you are holding your destiny in your hands. That's the sacred spool of destiny. And what she does in her awakened state, see that? Is she winds the strings of her own destiny around the quantum energy, the tower of inspiration that is within her. You see the quantum energy? So really a lot of you are having something going on in your life. It's going to show up in all kinds of ways because there's a jillion different people, right, in the world. But that's what's on the menu for you again. So let's pick from the bag of runes. See what my guides have to say. And just do me a favor. click the like button for me. That helps the video get distributed. That's how that works, the YouTube algorithm beast. So I appreciate that. And put some messages. Let me know how you're doing. How are you seeing this energy? How are you experiencing this in your own life? Spirit, can you please give a message for beautiful Aquarius for August 2020? This eruption of light, coming into the full light of the sun, massive healing, shift and change, destiny, coming forward. Interesting, this came out a lot last month. So that's the rune for the self. In the book, it talks about if you cut this rune in half, it's the rune for joy with its mirror image. Gang, please tell me what's going on. Please write to me and tell me what's going on. I know, I can see it. You're coming out of a cocoon. My guides are saying, it's the moment when the chrysalis hatches, and it takes a little bit of time for the wings to spread and that little butterfly to take wing. So in the text, it talks about the sacred temple at Delphi, and it says, the first or the second. There are two pieces of my guys just called it equipment. There are two admonishments above the temple. One is all things in moderation, and then the more important one is know thyself. So look deep into yourself. What is your mirror image? Who are you as a being? Walking here as a spirit being, getting ready to take the next leap forward, really specifically for all of humanity, for yourself, but it brings into your life the solidification of this relationship, whatever it might be. It might be your dedication to a cause. For some of you, clearly it's a love relationship. So I would love to hear about that. I want to wish you a wonderful summer going forward. The picture of the cards will be on the community tab. Just go to my homepage for my channel. I will put it there, and you'll be able to look at the full spread. And if you have any questions, if you want to be on my mailing list, send me a contact form. Go to my website. Link is below. I'm going to be, we just finished our 12-week meditation series. I'm going to be instituting a new one. I'll make a little video. I haven't decided on the dates yet. I'm kind of taking a break. There's a lot going on here at Moonrise Cottage, including some construction and things that are taking up my time and not really disturbing the energy, but it's not a quiet moment. So I thought I'm gonna wait till those projects are done, and then we'll start up again. There is a private group for tapestry weavers in Moonrise Cottage on Facebook. Go look us up, and you can find my page, which is Moonrise Cottage, and you can find the Moonrise Cottage Tapestry Weavers group and click there and ask for entry, and I'd love to have you with us. So